guys, to start off with, I want to say thank you so much for all of you making the journey out here from a lot of us a long way away. But thank you so much for attending the 2023 Iron Mountain Yacht Club 22 Nationals. I believe we have 29 boats officially registered. There may be one that's not going to make it. I don't believe David Hayslip is going to make
he's turned the boats back in Dallas.
Yeah, it's had some trailer issues or something and is not going to be here. So I believe that leaves us with 28, which would be 24 gold, 4 silver, I think. But that's the most we've had in a regatta in the last 7 or 8 years, so it's good that we're still holding things up there. We do want to say thank you very much to Iron Mountain, Ron, all these guys that are putting on this great event for us this week. Chuck, you want to make an announcement real quick?
Yeah. First, I want to say thank you for coming to the Great Lake. This is home for me. We love being here and glad you came. So I want to give you a little bit of an announcement in case I hadn't told you this already about the local area. Okay, I live about 5 miles from here. Me and everybody else who lives around here pays very close attention to the speed limits out here on the highway. And if you understand what I'm saying, between here and Cattle Valley, there's often a white car sitting off to the side of the road, and he's looking for you to be just over 60 miles an hour. So when you leave here and you get back to the highway and you turn right toward Cattle Valley, the city limits is almost right there. So be careful. Just keep your. I'm just giving you a warning because I don't want your fees to be any more than they have to be here. So, but be careful. There is a speed trap at Cattle Valley, so be careful watching that. So thank y'all again for coming. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you. I can attest to that because we passed him yesterday, so he is out there. Like I say, thank you guys so much for being willing to come up here and supporting everything. Before we get into with Miss Dora on everything, I want to make a little bit of an announcement on some changes and things. No, Region 3 has been working hard and been getting some good spring sailing in. Region 8 has been working very hard, and we're, 3 regattas into the season now, I think, something like that. But Mark Goodwin, who has been our Region 8 Commodore for, I believe, 13 years now, has taken a step back, and our new Commodore, I'll let him announce her.
I get to do this. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm stepping back as Region 8 Commodore, and we kind of did a vote. It was a one-person vote, me. We don't have any constitutional bylaws in Region 8, so you get some privileges as Commodore. And one of them was picking my soon-to-be Commodorable to replace me. Now, she has to run for election at the next regatta in Lake Worth, so she's going to have to start politicking real quick. But, Katie, come on up. This is her official shirt. She's got to wear it at every regatta. And, you know, no matter what color boat or what boat you buy next, here's Commodorable's shirt. I believe I know for a fact she's the first female Commodore of Region 8 and maybe in the Catalina Nation. So she'll do a great job. She's already hitting the ground running. She's going to work hard and continue to build Region 8 as, no offense to everybody else, the best region out there. So, thank you for your years of service.
Good job, Mark.
Katie, which I'm sure a lot of you know, is
put your shirt on now.
Big on the emails, and if she has your number, you're going to get text messages saying, why the hell aren't you registered? Why aren't you coming to the next regatta? She is pushing things hard, which I know all you guys know that because she pushes them. But it worked, and like I say, we've got good attendance. So thank you, Katie, for taking over. That's it. No respect.
You don't get to talk.
I promise to not blow anybody else's phone up till the end of the week.
There we go.
Don't run off your next.
Who's next? Let her back. Dang your butt.
I can do roll call.
Never listen to you anymore?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm nobody.
He's coming back.
See it? Okay. It's your turn. Keep it short so we
my
can
gosh.
stay on time.
Oh my God.
I get to tell Ron something.
Okay, all right, guys. Anyway, again, thank everyone so much for coming. Really appreciate it. Everybody, a lot of people have really worked real hard for this, and I guess by the end of the week, I think you'll agree, you're going to get some pretty good food. You know, and I hope it's going to be a good time for you. I'm not going to go in it too far, I guess, you know, because we ought to keep moving along. But the buoy boat people today did a remarkably good job, in my opinion. I hope Hal and Ted agree. And I hope Hal and Ted agree that the buoy boat guys did a great job today. They were really excellent. They're a couple of pretty good crews. Also on the food department, got Susan Schaefer, you know, Patsy and Harriet. There was also Kathy and Marcia and Dave. They set up all the tables and everything else in here. And by the end of the week, again, you're going to be thanking them a lot because they're going to be having some good food. All right. And otherwise, also, Iron Mountain Marina has been very helpful with us, and also the State Lodge. The gate boat today is from the lodge. You know, and their time and everything is donated by them. So that was, you know, as an example. So, you know, if Wednesday night you might go over there for supper. You know, they're a pretty good restaurant over there and a nice venue. But again, thank y'all very much. And also Chuck has been great. Chuck Atkinson, I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. Anyway, he's been really great on keeping everything organized, on getting boats parked and everything else, along with George Yerger. So anyway, welcome. Thank you for being here. All right.
It's roll call time. I don't think we have anybody from Region 1, do we? Where's John? He's from Region 2. Where's John Handler? How many people are here from Region 2?
No, we're Region 3. Chicago's part of
Handler's 3.
Is he 3?
4.
4.
Handler's Region 4.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Oh, why am I thinking? Good boy. Okay, never mind. Region 3.
Region 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Keep seeing hands being raised.
Make sure it's not skippers. I mean, just skippers.
Yeah, I'm counting them. What fleets are you with? What fleet? 38? 58. Oh, I know 58.
91.
91?
96. 96.
Okay. Anybody?
You should.
Okay. 8?
8.
Eight.
Stand up.
Hey,
Give 'em
if
the
you're in
stand.
Region 8, raise your hand.
I got us. All right, Region 8, huh?
Skippers only or just
Skippers on.
Skippers only.
Skippers on. Oh, skippers on.
skippers only?
Anybody behind me?
You get Duncan too?
Oh, yeah, I got Duncan. And what are your fleets?
45.
Okay.
62.
Any other ones? 62, 45?
82.
82. John Handler, where are you?
Right here.
You're 4?
What? Yeah. So the Midwest. Where's the Michigan boats? What region are we?
Yeah.
4.
4. Who's in 4?
I'm in 4.
1, 2, 3.
One more there. Gary, raise your hand.
I think Region 3 had
Anybody else?
Hoskins.
It's hard to believe.
Okay,
Region
5.
They're not here. I don't see.
5, 6.
The dig in.
What are we?
He's back there someplace.
How come they just?
And what fleets do you represent?
Oh no, they didn't. 133 involved?
Yeah, I think so. But
John, what's
I
your
know they
fleet?
had one of the wives of one of the boats that
We don't have a
out
fleet.
there, and it's
Okay.
like, I don't know.
158. Is that you, Rich? What's your fleet number?
138.
138.
It should be able to take it off the.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody from Region 5?
You counted, Gary. We counted already.
Region 5, yeah.
One.
One boat. Woo! But 5 people.
Where's Woodhouse 9, Region 9?
20.
10? Anybody from California, Colorado? Is that fine?
That's not from Colorado. But he's an 8.
Okay.
Colorado's 8.
Nobody from 11 or 12. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Colorado's 8.
Next.
Not here.
She cleans up mine. What's going on with you? We want to recognize our current board of the association right now. Doug Tone, who has been our official measure and everything. Dora, Ron, wherever he ran off to. Myself, Rich Fox.
Are they gonna do a spinning parade?
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Stuart.
Stuart.
What?
Just say hello.
Hi.
Want to thank you for the board this year and everything they've been able to do.
What did you get out of that?
And keeping everything going. There's been website issues, which I know Rich has worked hard on, and email problems, which luckily Dora and these guys take care of that crap, so I don't have to deal with it, because I know zero about all that stuff. So thank you guys. But again, this board has really worked hard. There are a lot of issues that go on behind the scenes that you guys don't have to be involved in order to keep putting on events and keep doing stuff like this and keep, like I said, the overall thing going. But thank you, Dora, Doug, Rich, Stuart, all you guys. It means an awful lot.
And Ron.
And Ron.
And Mark.
Here.
I made sure you got included. Sorry.
I forget about mentioning Mark because I talk to him all the time. I forget he's on the board, but thank you, Mark. He is our rear Commodore.
Sometimes I'm glad you forget.
He has, and I do a lot of phone calls during the month and coming up with new ways to try to build fleets, to try to get new sailors into these boats and that kind of stuff. And a lot of congratulations, a lot of thanks go to him for all his years of service and everything he's done to help Catalina 22s.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be here, my daughter Katie, the rest of our family, we wouldn't be in the 22s had we not bought his old piece of crap boat years ago. Thank you, Mark, for all that you've done.
I was a good salesperson at that time.
She looked pretty.
That boat did good.
I know. Our new officer nominees that are coming up that we'll need you guys to vote on. Commodore, I'm willing to give it another shot if you guys will let me. So, thank you. Our chief measure that's going to be taking over for Doug is David Hayslip. I haven't seen him yet, but I know he's supposed to be on the way. Our
He's
cruising
coming
captain,
without the boat.
Stuart Wiest, has said that he would give another run at it. And our Vice Commodore, James Hodson, who is from up Detroit way. So that will be your new slate of officers coming in. However you want to do the election stuff. It's all you.
Okay. Well,
You just do
I
a
need Miss Katie's help.
hand vote.
Katie.
And they're all in favor.
White ballot. We do a white ballot.
She always volunteers
There's
to
no
help.
contested offices, right?
Yeah, just make a motion that we accept the nominees. All
Yeah.
in favor? Aye.
Pass these out if
Can we do?
anybody
We've done that
needs
many times. I've done that in other meetings.
I'll second it. You make the motion.
Can we do a white ballot since there's no contested offices?
them. Yeah.
Yep.
Can we make that motion? Instead of second it.
Yeah.
Save you all the
Come on,
paperwork.
make the motion.
All right, hey, I got a motion.
Yeah, I know.
Can I make a motion that we just pass a white ballot because there's no contested offices?
I second
And
it.
vote.
We accept
I
the board
second it.
as presented by acclamation.
All right.
All in favor?
Save you a lot of paperwork.
I
Aye.
already got the papers done.
And it's done. You don't have to count
I
them.
need an official count though, so please kind of count your tables and give me a count of the tables?
Well, it's okay. I mean, you can pass them out. He came up with the idea. It's not my fault. That's right. Rolling it back.
Well, here, since you came up with the idea,
You
got
can
a
make the
pen?
count.
you
got a
count
pen?
the
I
people.
don't have a pen.
You made the motion there, Stu.
I'll make the
Yeah,
motion.
it's
But
yours.
anybody got a writing
Bring the
implement?
pencils back up here.
Somebody throw me a pen.
Don't put his eye in.
That'll work.
Just have people raise their hand and then-
It's only skippers that can vote, right?
It's only no. It's everybody. Any association member. Is anybody here not an association member?
It's 55 to
Okay. So there we go. Just one, two.
You
Okay.
don't count. You don't belong to the National Association? I do. Yeah, you're part of the association.
I didn't know what you were asking. I was
Say it's
Chip
55
has to be long,
55
so
to
he's
nothing.
good.
I got it. I'll count it up for you.
You're in charge of that.
Oh, is it?
65 to 0.
Not everybody.
Thank you guys for supporting our new slate of officers. We will work as hard as we can to keep bringing things, keep the association going, keep building things.
Can't be that.
And our main thing is to keep getting new sailors into these boats and get more participation at events. I really think now that we're pre-COVID, past all that crap, it's not post-COVID, I'm hoping we can keep the traveling boats and everything going. And
Thank you, Katie.
next year, a little bit farther drive for some of us, but it's a new venue that we haven't been to. Part of the fun of this whole event is getting to go to different venues. I have acquired a list from Laura here about 6 months ago and have tried contacting West Coast clubs, East Coast, North, South, everywhere. Talked to people in Arizona. We're trying to get others to step up and host. We have had almost zero replies from any of these clubs willing to take something on like this and do it. So thank you to the guys in Detroit for stepping up. We are, like I say, set for them next year. We, at present time, have 2 bids for the following year. A bid from Lake Worth and a bid from Grapevine, Texas. So we've got the next 2 years stuff going anyway, but we're, like I say, doing what we can. I don't know if it's a great idea to as things are getting more expensive and it costs more to travel, maybe it's better to keep things in the center part of the country where it's easier for, you know, everybody to travel to. But those are the ones that are stepping up right now. So in talking with other clubs, other sailors, if you know of anybody that might be willing to do it, please have them call me. We'll give them all the information, everything we can do to try to, like I say, because going back to places we've already been is fun, but going to new places, for a lot of us, this is a vacation week, and it's fun to travel, it's fun to see new things, but the best part is seeing all of you and being out there on the water. So thank you guys for that, and thank you for supporting the board.
What are the dates in Detroit?
What?
Hudson's right there.
Yeah. Hi. What are, let's let you talk real quick about your official dates and that kind of stuff for next year.
We're going out, really out of order.
Come on, Duncan. Follow the agenda.
Well, next year in Detroit, third week in June.
June 9th through 13th.
Yeah, 9th through 13th of June. Okay.
It's already on my calendar.
Yeah, it's on my too, but on my calendar with me.
And what yacht club, sail club?
North Star Sail Club. And it's northstar.org. On Thursday, I've got a sheet to pass out to everybody with all contact information and everything else. It is just north, by half hour north of Detroit. So it's in the southeast part of the state, so it's an hour north of Toledo.
I will see you there.
Beautiful, beautiful. Sailing on Lake St. Clair.
I am looking for a skipper.
What are you paying?
I'll bring beer.
There you go.
We'll tell you how he is after this week.
But we're gonna run a lot of stuff through the website, so you'll be able to go to our website. We're gonna put a Catalina 22 national tag on the front page, and on that we're gonna have lodging. Right now we're negotiating with a couple lodging places to get you a deal, and there's a lot of stuff to do around if you bring in a family. I mean, there's parks, there's museums, there's all kinds of restaurants within a half an hour, and it's a lot of fun. And if you want to come up and go traveling in the state afterwards, we can find a spot for you to drop off your trailer for a week or so, and you guys can make it a vacation.
Very cool.
So,
Good job.
Thank you. Our rear Commodore, Mark Goodwin.
It's your turn.
I already talked, I thought.
You get to go again.
But that
gotta
was
go
something
again.
else.
Oh yeah, that's got to talk about. I guess today at the board meeting we talked a little bit about trying to grow fleets and what we need to do to grow fleets. And first I'm going to start it off with saying everyone in this room is responsible for growing fleets. If everyone went back and got one more boat to get out and sail, we'd double the fleet. If you got serious about it, you can get 7. When I stepped down from doing the circuit this year, I went back and started racing the spring series at Grapevine and talked 7 new boat owners to go out and sail. The first day was pretty ugly with them. You know, they didn't have the mains up, they didn't have a Cunningham tight or anything. It looked horrible, but by the end,
They were there.
they were there, and they were about 2 minutes apart from 2nd to 7th. They came a long way. They were silver fleeters, and that's what we really have to build. If you ever get involved with juniors, there's the green fleet and the Opties and red, white, and blue. And age group moves them up and all that. And what we found in Texas this year is our green fleet grew from 6 boats last year to 28 boats this year. There were more green fleeters than there were red, white, and blue. That's the future of the sport. Silver fleet is the future of our club, our fleet. If we can get silver fleeters to grow, and if we had 25 silver fleeters out there this week, we'd have 50 boats out here, and we'd all be saying, wow, this was huge. But you gotta have new people coming out, and they gotta feel comfortable being able to race and do that. So I think we're putting together a committee, and I'm gonna ask for some volunteers to help me out to work on building up the fleets, both gold and silver, trying to get things growing again across the nation. But like I say, it isn't going to come from the top. It can't. It really comes from your club, you helping new sailors get up and running and selling them into it. This guy, I sold him a gray boat, he still complains about 13 years ago. But now he owns more Catalina 22s than Catalina owns themselves. Because he bought #1 from them, and they don't even have a Catalina 22 out there in California anymore. We can grow the fleet. We just have to start trying and working at it. And I'm dedicated to help grow everyone, share the knowledge, but I need everybody to pitch in and volunteer and help do it at ground level up. So that's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Katie and where is she? Sarah passed out the financial reports. They're right now, if you look at the profit and loss statement, we're in the hole almost $1,600, $1,593.65, and we have 2 more months in the fiscal year because I haven't got the. We're still in May. And then June, we end June 30th. So we'll probably be in the hole big time because I haven't paid national expenses yet. And the other little things that come through at the end of the year. So that's where we are financially. Our income was $10,165.77, and then our outgo was $11,759.42, as you can read. Compared to last year at the same time, this is through April 30th, we're down on almost every area. Memberships, new members is down. Does it have a percentage? One of them has a percentage. I didn't do that one. Okay, we're down from 3,800 in new members last year to 3,500 this year. Renewals are down almost $1,000. We had a fleet charter last year, so that was additional, or this year, so we had a little bit of income there. Interest, we earn money. Our main brace CD and our tech manual CDs are down about $1,000 as well. So we went from $11,000, almost $12,000 income last year to $10,000 this year. So that's where the deficit is. I think everybody's starting to finish up their COVID projects and get out and sail, which is great, but our membership has suffered from that. Let's see. What else? But we do still have assets of $61,525. If you look on the balance sheet, which is the next sheet over, there is one error, but I printed out 50 of these and I fixed the error. If you look at the assets, it says PayPal $15 and it says not PayPal, refund $15. And somehow I classified it as income, but then I went and reversed it and put it under liability. But that's the only change. Does anybody have any question on it?
Do we have to accept this, or
Yeah.
do we vote on it?
Yes.
I move we accept this.
Do we have a
thank
second?
Second.
Thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Doug?
Well, I'm glad to see everybody here, and we went through the measuring process pretty smoothly. I was wrong. I need to see John Wilson yet. Is he here?
Not here.
He didn't make it?
Not gonna come.
Okay, so we're actually down to 26, I think. All right. Really, we haven't had any issues. Everybody's been playing fair, and everything's going well. I talked with John Handler, came from Chicago. He just purchased one of the Ruddercraft rudders. How was it today, John?
Seemed fast.
Seemed fast? Okay. I know.
Yeah, man.
Good. That's one of the things that we've worked on as a class over the past few years. And
if you tell them you're a class member, it's $50 off.
yes, they do give a discount to class members. One of the benefits of being a national member. But that was probably the biggest thing that we accomplished over, the past few years. Everything else is going smoothly. I am going to step aside, and David Hayslip taking over again. He's been a national measurer before, so I'm sure everybody's in good hands. I do plan to stay involved and on the committee, but also in the class in general. So you haven't gotten rid of me.
Stuart, our cruising captain. Yeah, did you know your boats came with cushions? Because you were supposed to take a nap on them, not just race them. But no, it's been a pleasure to be the cruising captain. We do race a little bit as well. There are no active fleets in our region at all. And so my goal was use cruising as kind of a gateway to get some activity going. It's been good. We've if you've kept up on the association's website, Rich done a great job there. What did we have last year? 5 cruises, I think it was.
scattered throughout the countryside or so. So lots of opportunities to get out there and sail and not race, and yet also show what racing can do. I got to host the Apostle Islands cruise on Lake Superior, and there you get boats from wherever that show up, and hopefully they've got enough stays to hold the mast up because we're going, right? We had one boat that we actually towed. I didn't know you could tow a Catalina 22 with a Catalina 22 and a 5 horsepower outboard for like 4 hours, but you can do that.
That's a big motor,
so it works, you know, but we all had a great time, and we did hit some weather, and people were like, how is it that you can go up to the weather and through these giant waves? The waves were about 6 feet or so. Like, how is it you're getting all the way to where our anchorage is and then able to come back to the back of the fleet and then come all the way back around us again? I'm like, well, it's just sail trim, you know, and they would take their jib down, and it's, hey, put your jib back up. You know, if you take that jib down, you can't point at all. You're just going to go back and forth and back and forth. Not going to make any headway. So it's been a lot of fun to be the cruising captain. I would encourage you as a racer, try cruising. I know a lot of times you kind of get into this role that, oh, my boat's just set up for racing. It's just whatever. No, take it out and go have some fun. Go out there and put it in a race. I think Mike's probably a great example of that. I've heard, where's Mike at? Mike, there you are. I didn't see you sitting right up front. Here's a guy that races and cruises, probably the most famous cruise with the Great Lakes Cruise. You know, on the, most famous. Yeah, pointing you out now. I'm calling you out. Infamously most famous. So, but somebody that can do both, right? And it's a good skill to learn, because sometimes you can get so tied up in the excitement of trying to win to the windward mark or downwind to the leeward mark that you forget sailing's just about going out there and having a good time, right? It's about putting wind in the sails and going wherever it is you go. Sometimes dropping an anchor and having a sandwich. Sometimes it's about actually pushing your crewmates off on purpose and then joining them for a swim to climb back on board when it gets hot out. And so I would encourage you towards that end. So you'll see other cruise opportunities. I would encourage you to join us. I see a question, sir.
No, my name's Gene.
Gene.
Gulf Coast cruise twice.
There you go, Gulf Coast Cruise, yeah.
And with George.
With George.
And Dora. And Ted.
Yeah.
So there are some cruisers out here too.
That's right.
Good
to see it.
Racers.
You just hide amongst them. That's all right.
They don't know we're here.
I want to see more wing keels next year at Nationals. Okay, that's what I want. I want a wing keel start to go with all of the others. So we're gonna have the gold, the silver, and the wing keel. Okay, we'll have that class.
I have the fastest cruiser in the Gold Fleet.
There you go. He's got the fastest cruiser in the Gold Fleet. So, all right. I think that's all I got. Appreciate it.
I don't see him here now, but Ron, our Vice Commodore.
He's sitting right there.
There you go.
It's a guy with a cowboy hat.
Anything else to me?
One quick announcement, everybody. The Iron Mountain Marine has done, been pretty nice to us, but he really doesn't like the trailers up above the boat ramp. So move them down over here, behind here. Okay, there's a couple still left over there, if anybody's got them over there. And then also I need to talk to bow number 20. Who's bow number 20? What was this? 21. The Blues 2. Blues 2 is the name of the boat.
Blue Square.
Blues whatever. Blue Square. That's it. Anyway, all right. I'll find him later then. But anyway, please move your trailers. And otherwise, thank you very much. All right. Thank you.
Stuart, would you?
Say that again. I was not sure.
Cruising San Antonio here.
Oh, you want me to
No,
do
we're gonna swap that up. You said, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do mine.
She's gonna do hers first. That's why the plan changed.
We changed. It does say on there 1 and 2. This is my favorite award to give. It is the Sandy Kennedy Spirit Award. Huh? Oh, Rich hasn't given a report.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Well, just for that, I'm going to shut down the website and discontinue name brace. All right. My name's Rich Fox. I'm your class editor and webmaster. I'm going to keep it real short. Last July, we worked We upgraded the website. We redesigned the website. Ted, thank you for your help with that process. So it was. We hope you like it. If you go onto the main site, look for resources. Most of the resources are under the resources tab. So encourage other new Catalina 22 owners to come out to the website and take advantage of the resources that are there. Main brace deadlines are July 1st, October 1st, January 15th, and April 1st. I'd really like to see some more racing articles. Katie, thank you for continuing to contribute many articles for Region 8. If you have a notice of race, I can put it on the website. I'll put it in main brace. I'll link to your website. If you do that, please send me the race results, or I'll link to your website where the race results may be posted. But let's just get a little bit more communications out there on the racing arena. Gene.
Do you send videos in?
I prefer them if they're on YouTube and I can link them.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay?
All right.
Glad to do it. And then finally, many of you knew Gene Ferguson. He passed away last fall. I have a little message for all of you from Gene. May you always be on time at the start. May you never be over early. May you always finish first. And may you always be the kind of sailor everyone is proud to know. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich. It was, believe me, unintentional to skip over that.
I didn't want to miss out on Gene's little message.
No, we do. I can't say thank you enough to Rich for what he does on the Facebook, the website, the email, all the work that he puts in. I know it is timeless hours that are not paid for and not, reimbursed like that. But the time he puts in and how professional everything looks, it's all him. So thank you. It means an awful lot. And he is both. He's even a motorboat guy, so it's okay.
We forgive him on that.
I do want real quick to say, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen, but Buddy Melgis passed away this last week, who was a instrumental person in the art of sailing and boats and America's Cup racing and everything. But it's very sad to see someone like that leave the world like that. Puts us back to you.
Back to me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Glad we didn't forget Rich. Can't forget you. This is my favorite award, and I love to be the person that is able to give it out. This is the Sandy Kennedy Spirit Award. It's given every year if we have somebody that fits the bill. This person needs to be committed, dedicated, and do a lot for the association, whether it be cruising, racing, putting things together, volunteering to help whenever needed, and so I'd like to, he's in with a bunch of other people. Marilyn Boomer, if you know her, Rich Fox, who else is on here? Pete Harper, Gene Cochran, you're on this, and Randy Pulowski. So we've got quite a number of people that have won this. Dennis Slayton, Tom Winans, to name it, just a few. Mickey Richardson's on here. So you've seen and heard some powerful names, and I'd like to add Mr. Mike Brackett. Oh, shit.
Well, to say I'm surprised would be an understatement. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. You're getting.
You better get your picture taken.
There's proof.
Okay, we're good. I'll keep this. Next one is Stuart.
Yeah, I got this. I can make sense out of this.
Go
I got you, Duncan. Don't worry. Okay, Mike, you're going to come back up here and help me. Okay. So here's the thing. As the cruising captain, I get to help present the Cruising Sailing Family of the Year award. And this year, it goes to a family I don't know. Okay, because a lot of the families that join me on my cruise, turns out, not members of the association. Guess what? You missed out. That's what I always say. You missed out when that happened. So the family is one that was on your cruise, sir. They are, I'll let you read the name and officially present it there.
Once upon a time, we started the Great Lakes Cruise, and I can't remember first or second year, third year maybe. This guy shows up for the cruise, and he had to leave and go home because his son got in trouble, and he was in charge of the cruise. A few years later, we decided that we weren't going to do the Great Lakes Cruise, so I contacted some friends of mine back on the Chesapeake Bay that I'd sailed with back there on the East Coast Cruise, Fleet 10, and they invited us to come sail with them. So I said, I'm going to go back there. This guy says, I'm going to go with you. And he and his wife doesn't sail with him much, but his mother does. His mother sails with him.
Well, that's different.
And his mother is 85.
Awesome.
Give or take. And while we were on the East Coast Cruise, we were anchored in a little cove not too far from Cambridge, I think it was, and a hurricane came up the coast. We had some thunderstorms and terrible weather that night, but the next day we had even more wind, and we were supposed to sail someplace else the next day. Everybody just stayed in the cove where we were. There was 3 boats anchored up, me and 2 other boats anchored up, and we just kind of stayed anchored for the whole day. And this elderly lady rode out the hurricane with all the rest of us. Last year, she didn't make the cruise because the skipper's trailer broke down. Usually she doesn't sleep on the boat. She stays in a motel with the skipper's wife, and the skipper gets to go out and drink beer at night with the rest of us. I just want to say, I was asked, we talked about it, we looked at somebody who had been on a lot of the cruises with us, and this name popped to the top, so that's why the Cruising Sailing Family of the Year is presented to Jeff Endress and his mother, Connie.
You didn't mention that the first cruise Mom did was where we put in Lake Huron.
Oh yeah, we did the one-way.
They sailed all the way down to Toledo, and she stayed on the boat with me the whole time. So, you want to know what fun is? It's staying on a boat for a week
with your mother.
With your mom. And there were some days that were really sporty. This was the first time she went, and she had no idea that was really scary. And she said everything was fine until Jeff put his life jacket on. Then I got nervous. Hold it up. This way?
The other way.
The other way.
Are you supposed to be filming?
Hmm?
Are you supposed to be filming?
I think it is, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't see anything on the screen. Oh, they went to sleep.
Still going. Every year, one of the awards is for Region Commodore, and this goes to a male or female that has promoted our sport, promoted the Catalina 22s. Like I say, just gone a step above in helping out the association with keeping the boats going, keeping people on the water, and teaching people our wonderful sport of sailing. But Mr. Gailey,
Trade.
Hey, look, it's Rich. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
I met Mr. Daly, when was it, a year ago? Two years ago in Pensacola, when he kind of showed up at the last minute, but he was ready to go. He entered the Silver Fleet. Now, that was a ringer, but this young man, congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, good. We have a lot of help from guys. We're real fortunate. Gene's in Florida. Randy's been the guy that really taught me how to start sailing fast, and then getting to sail against Keith and Mickey all the time that come down to us. That helps us out a lot and helps get new guys in boats in our area. So have a good
Thank
time.
you for all
Flip
your
it
hard
around
work.
and get your picture taken. It's your turn.
Okay.
None of them are here, and I didn't even bring the trophy.
I know one.
Oh, stupid.
Okay, 3 awards for Best Video. The award for Best Video will go to Liz McCafferty.
Yes.
Okay. The Best Main Brace Photograph, Andrew Power. I believe he's on the current issue of Main Brace that's on the website. So congratulations to Andrew. And then the Best Main Brace article goes to Katie for all the great stories about Region 8.
Now you get to talk again.
No, I don't want to talk again. I'll send an article.
You'll write it down.
Yeah.
You gotta get your picture
You
taken.
gotta take your picture.
Get your picture taken.
Make
Come on
sure the
now.
shirt can be seen.
Yeah, make sure the shirt can be.
Adorable.
Oh, I have the paper. Leadership Award. Rich, please come help me.
Okay.
You want to start? You want me to start?
You go ahead and start. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go start.
We were trying to figure out who to give this award to, and one name kept popping up between me and Rich, and so this person always is willing to help you, willing to do whatever. He's been around for a long time. He loves Catalinas, and he, anytime I'm walking someplace, carrying something, doing something, he'll call me, he'll talk to me, he'll say, can I help you? What else?
Just a lot of enthusiasm. They own a lot of boats, a lot of County 22s. Always a pleasure to work with on the board.
Penny is your Commodore and current Commodore and incoming Commodore, Duncan McBride.
That was very unexpected,
You get 2 things.
and I didn't think a whole lot about it when I wasn't involved in the decision making on that award, but I think
How can you get that?
means a lot.
And you get this. I can open that. Did you see it last year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh.
It's a compass,
What the hell's that for?
so he can find his way and not lose it. And I'm not going to open it because I don't want to drop it.
Thank you guys so much.
There you go.
That means an awful lot to me.
Baits got you.
Yeah.
Just got yeah, the black hole.
And I do, like I say, again, I have to say thank you to Mark and my crew, Mitch, partner in all this, that may have had a little too much to drink when he came over and said, hey, we ought to buy this boat that he found online. Which was the one from Mark, and that's where it all started. But we do enjoy the sport of sailing. We've sailed on all sorts of other boats and have not got into the cruising side yet, but want to do that. I tried so hard last year to make it to tours, but just time and kids and everything else didn't let me do that. But thank you guys so much for this. I'm really trying hard with my friend Mitch here to make it to as many events and promote the sport of this boat. Really enjoyed it. As most of you know, Mitch and I met Frank Butler and purchased hole number 1 from him, and I've got a really cool autographed picture of us all standing next to the boat that he signed. Of course, we've got 178. My daughter's got 160. I bought Dennis Slayton's black boat last year, number 27.
You got 29.
A month and a half ago, Mitch and I went up near Lake of the Ozarks and found hole 29. We've got hole number 90, and numerous others, higher numbers.
597.
Yeah, blah blah. But
And he's in the
are
market
enjoying
for a
this.
few more.
So thank you so much. Thank you all.
I got one more that we can get tonight. Because his term really ends in a few minutes.
This award goes to a gentleman that I met, I believe it was 4 years ago. He has been a lot of fun, and he's really helped out the last couple of nationals. Anytime that we needed a spokesperson or needed someone to get the crowd under control or needed someone to run a raffle, Mr. Ron Nash. Vice Commodore of the Year.
Oh, thanks. Well, hell, it's the only Vice Commodore of the Year, you know? But thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Give me this smile.
I'll tell you what, it's been a hell of a lot of work, but I'm proud to have done it, and I enjoyed a lot of it. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Introduction of new officers. Okay. Well, since we did a hand count of voting, I don't have to do anything special except
Say thank you.
David's not here. Forgot which one's which. Which one's which?
Yeah.
4 stars, right? Is Vice Commodore? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to always think.
3?
Huh?
4?
4.
Okay.
Vice Commodore is 3. Yeah.
That's right. Vice
Why
Commodore.
do we have?
Yeah.
Well, they sent me the wrong flag then. If it's 4.
Commodore is 4, Vice is 3.
Well, it depends on the boat.
Depends on the group, I guess.
Well, you're going to get this flag.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We look forward to coming to Detroit.
Thank you.
Now, don't.
I feel honored you guys entrust me. Thank you very much.
We already, as Dora got onto me earlier, got a little bit out of order when we introduced him, and he gave his support at Detroit in next year's Nationals. But want to encourage everybody to make plans ahead of time and let the host club know ahead of time that you're coming. It really helps the host club know when they get a little bit more solid number on how many people are coming and who's coming on meals and resorts, all that kind of stuff, if they know ahead of time. I know it's not always easy to tell a month ahead of time, hey, we're going to make this trip, but if you can, like I say, having hosted Nationals, the more information the host club can get and the earlier they can get it, the easier it is for them to make preparations. Yes,
We're North Star uses yacht scoring for registration, online sailing instructions, and the whole work. And notice of race. So if you that's one place you can pick it up. It's not up yet, but I don't know if you've ever used yacht scoring. It's an online system, works pretty well. So that's a place to look for information.
Like I say, do your best, encourage other boats, other sailors from the clubs to attend nationals. Let's try to get 35 plus boats up there next year. It just, and coming from the nationals I've been to, this is the most boats I've seen on the water yet. And being out there today, even though we didn't have the full setup out there, it was awesome to see that many of our boats.
Man,
sailing
wasn't that a
back and
gorgeous
forth.
scene?
It
I'm
just-
telling you, I just
it's
love it.
beautiful out there with that many boats. So thank you guys.
Ron, let them tell where we're going now.
Ron, why don't you tell them about
Where's the
dinner?
fishnet?
Okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just everybody came up out of Caddo Valley up 7 off I-30. Pretty much right. Anyway, you came up the hill and then you turned left on Skyline Road to come over to here to the marina. We'll just go back that same way, except when you turn right onto 7, the fishnet is only like a half a mile on your left. You know, so just you really can't miss it. Just keep looking to the left. It's about a half a mile down the hill, and watch out for the cops.
And dinner is at
6.
6 is the dinner.
What time is it now?
5:45.
5:45.
minutes.
Great. Yeah, y'all get on over there and we'll go from there.
Doug, we mentioned Catalina at 22 Regionals.
Sure.
Okay, sorry. Aaron Brandt, Lakeward Sailing Club. Catalina 22 Regionals are next month, June 6th. Sorry? Region 8.
Region 8.
Region 8, sorry. Knew what I meant. Region 8. June 16th through 18th. If you want to leave your boats there, we've got spots for you. Please contact me. I'll leave my information as well. Hope to see you there.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
And it is a great place to go sail down there, so do what you can to make it. All right, you guys, that's everything from the national meeting. That's everything that Dora and I had. So we will adjourn the meeting there. Thank you, guys. Let's head to dinner.